All right, so we have news. We have gaming news. I think it's recent too. I believe it was like earlier today or maybe yesterday. Xbox Game Pass had a can't grocery shop on a skateboard. Well, I guess I just better hope that I don't have to grocery shop. Xbox Game Pass announced that they're going to be having price increases and they're going to be moving around games on certain tiers. So let's go ahead and just swap over to this article. So it says here, Xbox Game Pass to increase price, limit day one releases to the most expensive tier. Yeah, we have to go shop Friday. We'll figure it out. So Microsoft Gaming is increasing the price of its subscription service, Xbox Game Pass, across multiple tiers worldwide, not nationwide. What the fuck? Nationwide is on your side, and simultaneously limiting its day one releases to only the most expensive version of the offering. As of Wednesday, Xbox's Game Pass Ultimate level will raise its price by $3 a month in the United States, going from $16.99 to $19.99 for new customers. The core tier will rise from $59.99 for the 12-month pass up to $69.99 for the annual fee. Beginning September 12th, the price will change for existing members on their new on the next recurring billing charge. So if you currently have it and you're like 3 months in, so you do it every 3 months, you're good, right? They won't change yours yet, but as soon as September 12th hits, which is about 2 months from now, right? Let's call it 2 months. I think it actually is exactly 2 months. Yeah, it's 2 months, 2 days. 2 months, 2 days from now, you will be paying an extra $3 for the ultimate tier per month. And for core, which I don't even know if core is going to keep existing. This article was a little confusing. The core tier, $10 more for the full year. So I don't know, averages out to like 80 cents a month, right? If you're thinking about it monthly, it's not even a full dollar because there's 12 months in a year, and you're only getting a $10 increase, so it's less than $1 per month. So that, I mean, I guess it's still a decent enough value. But then we go here. A new Game Pass standard plan will be launching soon for Xbox, offering more than core but fewer than the Ultimate tier. For PC users, new users will now pay $11.99 a month for Game Pass access, an increase from the previous $9.99. So an additional $2 on top of what you were already paying. While Game Pass for console will no longer be available for new members, those who already have access. I don't know what this means. It says, while Game Pass for console will no longer be available for new members, those who are already subscribed and have autopay enabled will continue to have access. I believe they mean core. I think they mean core is going away. So I'm really confused. I think what's going to happen is this core is no longer going to be core. If you're not going to have core anymore. Core doesn't exist unless you're currently on it. Your grandfather did. But now they're making a new version called Standard, and that's going to be $69.99 a month, or $69.99 a year. Hello. And then it says console Game Pass. I think they mean console Game Pass Core will no longer be available for new members. Those who are already subscribed and have autopay will continue to have access. Right. Along with these price changes, Xbox has also decided to include day one releases, including its upcoming games, including Call of Duty Black Ops 6 with the Ultimate plan. Other features limit to that tier include EA Play membership, cloud gaming on multiple devices, and free monthly perks from Microsoft. So that means everything you would have gotten from other versions of Game Pass, other than just the games, like the cloud gaming and EA Play, those no longer exist to you unless you're on the highest version of Xbox Game Pass. That's scary. I don't know. It feels as if, I don't know if this is happening because they've cornered enough of the market that now they can adjust prices and people will stay on the platform anyway, or if this is like, hey, we don't have enough people and now we need to make a little more money off of the people who have stuck to Game Pass, right? Because for those who don't know, Game Pass actually isn't necessary for a lot of online games that are also on PC, right? So if you have an Xbox system, whether that be an Xbox Series S or X, you don't need Xbox Game Pass to play Fortnite, Rocket League, Apex Legends, and I'm trying to think of a few more. Fall Guys, like games like that, those free-to-play games, or used to be paid, but now free-to-play games that exist across multiple ecosystems. I think all three of the consoles by now, Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft, have removed their barrier that is PlayStation Plus, Nintendo Online, or Xbox Game Pass, or Xbox Live as it used to be, as a feature you needed to be able to play those games online. Now, what you're really paying for, the core experiences, is coming from the games that you can get via Xbox Game Pass, or Standard, or Ultimate. The problem being, a lot of their original membership fees came from the fact that people wanted to make sure they could play their games online, and now you don't need to pay to play online on those consoles. I'm not saying that they should go back to making it so that you have to pay to play online, but I think that means now they're going to be hemorrhaging a lot of subscribers that only had it for that feature and nothing else, right? And that's why Core existed. I think Core was like to bridge the gap between people who didn't really want Game Pass but just wanted a regular Xbox Live and didn't want to have to deal with any of the extra rigmarole. Now that they're getting rid of Core, unless you are already subscribed, Core will no longer be a feature, right? It's as far as I know. So let's scroll down. The Ultimate and Standard versions will both offer hundreds of games, while Core will only have 25 plus titles per Xbox. Microsoft's gaming decisions to increase the price for Game Pass and limit the features of its cheaper plans comes on the heels of Xbox's game showcase in June, where it revealed several up-and-coming and a big push to get those new games to Game Pass subscribers on release day. Last week's Xbox Live outage and this week's launch of the Xbox app on the Amazon Fire TV devices. Right, Xbox Live was down for like a whole day. Yeah, they're increasing the price of Xbox Game Pass and limiting new day one releases only to the most expensive tier, which used to be $16.99 a month, but is now going up to $19.99 a month. It feels as if they're doing it because they need to monetize the smaller amount of players or the smaller amount of people they still have left, rather than this being them cornering the market as like a Netflix or like I'm trying to think of something else that cornered the market and then like changed their prices, like Uber, right? Like Uber cornered the market and then was like, we're gonna do surge pricing now, and we're your favorite ride sharing platform, and taxis basically don't exist anywhere. Get fucked, right? And then Netflix was like, hey, guess what? We're the best fucking live streaming. We're the best streaming platform for all movies, TV shows, and originals. You like us? Time to start raising the prices and changing the structure so you can't have as many people like watching screens or whatever, right? And that's what this feels like, but it feels like a desperation move rather than a market cornering move, right? They're not like, we're the market leader, we can do whatever we want, get fucked. It feels like they're hemorrhaging money maybe, and they're just bleeding out and they need to keep some of the money, right? If you think about how much more of the market is cornered by PlayStation and even Nintendo, right, compared to Xbox. Now think about the amount of people who are on previous generation hardware as well. Right? When we looked at Sony's numbers, unfortunately we don't have it for Xbox. I would love for them to put out the numbers for this, but half of Sony's current numbers for PlayStation Plus subscribers are still on PS4. Right? Think about half of the Xbox ecosystem also still being on last generation hardware. That would mean they can't even really take advantage of a lot of the perks of Game Pass because some games aren't going to run well, at least even if they do run, on an Xbox One in comparison to even the Series S or the Series X. So there's no reason yeah, spending too much on fucking Call of Duty, and now they're giving us the bill. They're like, hey, we got Call of Duty for you guys for Game Pass. Anyways, here's that price increase because you shake on it. Yep, we bought this for you guys. We didn't buy it for us. Shake on this. Yep, thanks. That's really what it feels like. The only thing we could afford is now not an option. Yeah, if you like are a Game Pass player and you play Game Pass on console, this was like a huge slap in the face, right? Because you already bought the box. You're in the ecosystem with the controllers and the microphones and the headsets and the cameras. Right? You're in the ecosystem for all of that. Oh, the memory cards, because them expansion cards are fucking crazy expensive, like $200 for like a terabyte or something, right? Very expensive ecosystem. I say the same thing about PS5, so I'm not roasting one or the other. What in the world? But I will say that inside of that ecosystem, if you're instead dealing with, maybe it's time to move to PC. Yeah, if you're a Game Pass enjoyer, but a PC Game Pass enjoyer, you might be eating. Like, let's look at this Game Pass price on PC, right? It's not even going up a full $3. It's going up $2 to $11.99 per month. That's a way more reasonable tax. That's not so bad. I've definitely seen worse price increases over like a full like year span. It's been a while since they've increased their price, and I think that them increasing it only $2 on PC while still having a pretty similar game library, a pretty decent category, not looking so bad for us PC players. PC gamers can't stop winning, yeah. Like, as consoles take L after L, PCs take W after W. And it's not that I want to shit on the consoles, and I don't want the consoles to be a means of gaming that's viable, right? Because clearly neither do developers, right? Like, you look at Riot Games, and they're like, something like League of Legends would never really work on console without a keyboard and mouse, so we're not going to move League of Legends over. But hey, Valorant is massive. People have already figured out how to mod controller support into the game. Fuck it. Let's put it on console. Right? They want to corner all markets. And Xbox feels like they're regressing, and instead of trying to corner all markets, they're trying to pin down their core audience and like milk them for all they're worth. They're using them as pay pigs. That's fucked up. I don't like that. It's been Dom, but your dominatrix is Xbox. Give me your money, filth. That's crazy. Instead, you guys could use that money on me. Console stopped winning after online subscriptions became a thing. I don't mind online console gaming subscriptions when they come with benefits and perks, right? Xbox Game Pass Ultimate is a great perk for those who are going to use it. At $16.99 a month, originally, you had a huge catalog of games to choose from. Day one releases that would have otherwise been $70, like Starfield, right? Like big day one releases. That's a deal, especially for $16.99 a month, going up to $19.99 a month. How many of these games are you really gonna play? You have to ask yourself that, right? Paying for playing online is a scam. I agree that if the company that is making the game doesn't charge you, why the fuck should the person who's making the box you're playing it on? Okay, I'm with you. But PlayStation Plus gives out 2 free games a month, and it doesn't cost as much as Xbox Game Pass. Xbox Game Pass has a giant wave of games that come in and out like a Netflix. I think these are good. I think these are good subscriptions, but I don't think they should be necessary to play games online. As we got to earlier, you no longer need a gaming online subscription for the vast majority of games. You no longer need a PlayStation Plus, Nintendo Switch Online, or an Xbox Game Pass subscription to play things like Fortnite, Fall Guys, Apex Legends, Rocket League, games like that. You no longer need it. It's the same as a PC in that instance. But when it comes to those online games that are distinctly made for the console, or maybe even AAA releases that have online functionality, maybe you need it for those, right? I can't speak on that because I don't play on the Xbox, and Marianne doesn't play big AAA releases. She plays Stray and Fortnite and Fall Guys, and is probably playing Animal Crossing on the Switch right now. So like, those games don't appeal to me. So as someone who those games don't appeal to, Xbox Game Pass is a huge waste in my case. But for those who like it, it makes sense. But if it was cheaper and there was no longer a reason, free to play are just that. But if you have to play online, they make you pay a subscription to play online. It's bullshit. That's what I'm saying. Those games no longer, free to play games no longer, I think most of them no longer require a subscription to play online. It's just like, say, fighting games, right? Like, you can't play Mortal Kombat without your PlayStation Plus. It's not gonna let you. You can't play your Street Fighter 6 without a PlayStation Plus or an Xbox Game Pass Core. It's not gonna let you. And I don't think that's a huge deterrent for the vast majority of console players, because they're on a $500 box, not a $1,000 PC. So they have a little bit of extra headroom to spare. But just the price increases overall without extra things happening, they're taking away things, is really the issue. You're making Ultimate level cost more, and now you're making only day and day one releases happen on Ultimate. You're basically all but removing Core, and you're adding a standard plan that's $10 more than Core would have been, right? If I'm reading this right. That's not helping the consumer. If they were the same price and there was extra features, or they were cheaper because features are taken away, it'd be very different. I'd have a totally different argument. I'd be singing the tunes of, Microsoft and Xbox being the most consumer friendly console manufacturer and publisher, but they're not. I don't even think Sony is. I don't think any of the consoles are doing a super great job. Nintendo is like perfect for your indie games, and you know you love your Switch because it's portable. You can play the Zelda, you know, and the Marios and the Donkey Kongs, and that's cool. Sony has the best first-party games when it comes to AAA experiences like God of War Ragnarok and things like that, but it doesn't feel worth it when there's not a lot of AAA releases coming out constantly. So you bought this box for $500 specifically for first party releases that are few and far between. Bloodborne is not on PS5. I'm talking about the new boxes. I'm not talking about the old boxes. Yeah, Bloodborne would be sick if it was on other consoles too, but it's only on PS4, so can't talk about Bloodborne. And then Xbox, it really feels like an online gaming ecosystem akin to Microsoft, which, you know, it is, like Windows, like just regular standard PC gaming. Demon's Souls, if you want a FromSoft example, I don't need a FromSoft example. Also, Bloodborne is FromSoft. What are you talking about? The Xbox player counts on new releases are gonna crash. I can't know that for certain. I have no idea. What we should be worrying about is their subscription numbers. Are their subscription numbers up or down in comparison, right? You don't really care about for current consoles. Demon's Souls Remastered that's a remaster. That's a remaster, man. I'm not kind of go, oh yeah, let me talk about The Last of Us Part 2 again and again. Demon's Souls is not, but it's a remake or a remaster. It's not. Never mind. Anyways, Xbox Game Pass subscriber numbers. Yeah, but it's from the PS3 era. I could just go play the fucking PS3 one. Why do and I could play it on PC and emulate the bitch and upscale it. It's like as of how long ago is this? This was February 15th, 2024. So 4 months ago? 5 months ago? 5 months ago. Thank you. 5 months ago. Their highest subscriber count in the past 2 years. They went from 25 million 2 years ago to 34 million subscribers now. And that's the Game Pass service. And unfortunately, it doesn't show us the difference in tiers, right? Like, what tiers is this people at? Because you have to think about it. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad, Tara. You have to think about it. I don't know if you guys know this, but if you had Xbox Live, it swapped you over to Xbox Game Pass Core if you had basic Xbox Live. You didn't move over to Xbox Game Pass, whatever the middle one would be called, or Ultimate. You just moved over to Core. Because Marianne had Core. All right, so let's take a look at the Xbox Game Pass. Let's take a look at the tiers. I want to look at the tiers because Ultimate is like one of the tiers. News about Xbox Game Pass tiers. No, I just want to know what the tiers are called. Hey, I don't want news. Shut up, bitch. What are the tiers called? Hey, I'm giving me recent event news. I already covered that. Do I have to go to Xbox's website? Xbox Game Pass tier list? That's not what I want to look at. Okay, so it looks like on console, there's Core and Ultimate. Is that it? So now there's just Standard and Ultimate, and Core is for the people who have active memberships still going? And this is like the list of games you get from what? This is the list. Here's the list of games you get: Plague Tale: Innocence, Ark Survival Evolved, Astroneer, Banjo-Tooie, Arkham Knight, Battlefield 5, Battletoads. Like, that's a lot of games. But like, ask yourself the same way I think of Netflix. I'm gonna be honest. Hold on. Let me spit real quick. Let me spit. The way I think of Netflix is you're paying for the convenience of everything. You're paying a subscription convenience to have access to all of the things you may watch and all of the things you will never watch. The way that Xbox Game Pass fundamentally works is the same way there is no way you're going to play the vast majority of games on the catalog. So you have to ask yourself if the amount of money that you are spending to get Game Pass Ultimate or Game Pass Standard, as it's going to be called now for the basic one, you have to ask yourself if that's going to be worth it for the amount of money spent. There's a cat on my lap. The amount of money spent in comparison to just buying those games directly. Because PlayStation Now isn't very big. I won't talk about PlayStation Now. Kind of a shitty system, unfortunately, right? But at least PlayStation Now isn't lying about its subscriber count by moving the entire platform over. PlayStation Plus still exists. PS Now subscriber count. Like, it's gonna be dwarfed. 2.2 million, that's nothing, right? Oh, you guys can't see it. My bad. Wow. Yeah, 2.2 million for PlayStation Now subscriber count, which is their streaming service version, right? Is a standalone video game subscription service on consoles developed by Sony Interactive Entertainment. The service offered cloud gaming for PS2, PS3, PS4, blah, blah, blah. There's like a bunch of stuff that has to do with PlayStation Now. But it is separated from PlayStation Plus, which is a different service, the service you need to play games online and getting the 2 free games amount every month. Yeah. So how much, you have to ask yourself, how much of that 34 million subscribers is on Game Pass Core and is only using it because they really want to be able to play Mortal Kombat and Tekken online, because they really want to be able to play NBA 2K, Madden, and FIFA online. How much of this is Core compared to Ultimate? Ultimate means you are choosing to get it and you want it, and now it's going up by $2 or $1 or whatever. No, it's going up by $10 a year, and it's becoming the standard edition if you don't subscribe yearly. Compared to just regular old PlayStation Plus that doesn't try to scam you. I mean, maybe it does try to scam you a little bit, but it's a little different because, like, you know that it's scamming you. You're like, I'm paying to play online. That's the only service I'm looking for. Yeah, Microsoft Open, because I was trying to close something that was a fucking ad. Anyways, I guess, like I said, like I mentioned before, it doesn't really affect me because I don't use these platforms. Like, I don't play on console, and I've never really cared about the Netflix of gaming because I have a very few select games I play, so I don't need access to every game to ever exist on an ecosystem just to only play 2 of them, right? When I play a game like Starfield, yeah, when I play a game like Hellblade or whatever, if that's on Xbox Game Pass, I don't fucking know, the new Hellblade, right? Would I play that? Yeah, I would. But, like, am I gonna go out of my way to buy Game Pass to have access to it until I don't want to use Game Pass anymore? No, I'm just gonna go out and buy the game on Steam. I'm gonna buy it on Steam, I'm gonna buy it on Epic Games, GOG, EA Origin, whatever the fuck it's gonna be on. It affects us mostly. Who's us? Who's us? Because it doesn't affect me. But if you are a big fan of, like, AAA gaming and a big fan of the online gaming space, and you're on console, it affects you because you're stuck either spending more to play games online that don't let you play online for free, or you're paying $10 or $15 more a year because of the fact that you like having access to those AAA games, even though you may play 2 out of the 10 that come out a year. It's a price increase. Everything's going up in price. I mean, I don't like it. Game Pass is one of the few affordable ways to play games. Oh, Brazilians get cooked by this? Damn, that's really unfortunate. I wonder how much it's going up by in your region, though. Hopefully it's not like, you know, $3 American, because that's a lot for you guys. That'd be something like $13 or $14, right? No, that'd be something like $11. Yeah, we're cooked? I hope not. I hope at least original pricing kicks in and it goes up a reasonable amount for you guys instead of shooting up a lot. Right? Because this isn't just going up in America. It says here across tiers worldwide. And I've seen this article for a European nation that had like a weird symbol for their money that wasn't a dollar. So I'm not entirely sure what symbol it was. But theirs is going up too. Price hikes and increases are happening everywhere. It's just kind of the nature of things. It really sucks. It doesn't feel good. But maybe this is where you decide if you find new mediums to enjoy gaming. Maybe you don't play AAA games anymore. Maybe they're not worth it because Game Pass is too expensive now. Maybe you move over to PC because you don't want to pay more to play online when you could just Buy the games on PC and play there. Maybe you give up gaming altogether and go live in the woods and become a lumberjack. I don't know. Well, hopefully there's something out there for everyone. Hopefully. This is just me ranting about it, because it does really suck for the people that it affects. But there is other alternatives, mainly PC. Because I don't think PS5 is any better. Or become a hermit, well, one-armed hermit who flings rocks across the air like Aura from Street Fighter 3. Yeah, that's a good idea too. I kind of like that idea. Maybe you become a Caribbean pirate. What the hell? Yeah, look, the world is your oyster. You can become whatever you want to be, okay? People probably told Hitler that, and that's how he ended up where he ended up. So maybe we shouldn't tell everyone they can become what they want to be, all right? I'm not even doing an outro. That's where it's ending. It's ending on the Hitler joke.